Let's see if I can find out what running lactate threshold on my Garmin device means. So this is my current lactate threshold. Apparently it's at 169 beats per minute, also at a pace of 4 minutes and 19 seconds per kilometer, at a power output of 424 watts, and this results in, at least my current weight I assume, of a power to weight ratio of 5.37 watts per kilogram. So now the question is, how should I improve? Let's assume now that I have more power. If I have more power, then ideally I would have my lactate threshold at a higher or lower pace. I think it would be at a higher pace, meaning I can have a higher output while still not producing so much lactate that this basically prevents me from running as fast as I previously did before the lactate threshold, one could also say. This would then allow me to have a higher power output, and this would also now mean, so what does this mean for the heart rate actually? Would it be useful to now have a higher heart rate lactate threshold, or basically the lactate threshold at a lower heart rate? Let's see in the help section if there is something about this. When training, it's good to know your limits. The pace, heart rate and power at which you reach your running lactate threshold are critical metrics for understanding those limits. Okay, about my readings. LT and training, lactate threshold is a visual for determining capabilities. Normally there is some level of lactate in your bloodstream. Okay, this is useful to know. During an activity of increasing pace, heart rate or power, lactate begins to build up. At a certain point, will increase rapidly, negatively impacting performance. I assume it's future performance. The point in your run when this occurs is your lactate threshold. Okay. Lactate threshold, I am now reading from here, is a valuable measurement for determining your endurance capabilities. It identifies the exercise intensity level at which lactate starts to accumulate in the bloodstream faster than the body can remove it. Thus, this can result in rapid fatigue, feelings of nausea, fast breathing, burning muscles, and stomach pain. Alright, to help you understand, that's what I'm trying to do here, your running lactate threshold better, your Garmin device provides an estimate of the heart rate. I assume now this is only on my Garmin Fenix 7S Pro, because currently on my 6S Pro I do not get updates. I currently have sent in the 7S Pro. Okay. Provides an estimate of the heart rate, pace and power level at which you reach it. Once you know the metrics at which you reach your LT, you can set a proper pace for endurance workouts, personalize heart rate zones for more effective training, which is done automatically by Garmin anyway, so I probably will not do any manual input here, and monitor progress and seek to improve existing endurance limits. Okay, I also do have this summary, which is in about your readings, but still I do not really know whether higher or lower heart rate would be better. I assume now, if my heart has a certain power output, it would be useful to have at a given power output, a lower heart rate, thus my heart would have basically a higher stroke volume, at least if I remember this correctly from Andy Galpin's podcast. Currently, you reach your running lactate threshold when your heart rate during activity is 169 beats per minute. Your pace reaches 4 minutes and 19 per kilometer, and your running power is 424 watts. For continued improvement, the goal is to see your heart rate and power go up and your pace go down over time. Okay. For continued improvement, the goal is to see your heart rate go up. So basically, I can endure a higher heart rate without lactate building up. What this then actually means, let's ask ChatGPT. If my lactate threshold HR goes, well, up, what does this mean physiologically? Let's see what it means. If your lactate threshold increases, it means that your body is able to exercise at a higher intensity. Okay, higher intensity, higher heart rate, for a longer period of time before lactate accumulates in your bloodstream. Not really accumulates, but accumulates so much. So basically it's just two rates. The one rate is the build-up rate and the other one is the, regeneration rate, or basically the rate at which the lactate is transported or used in some way. I assume also, I at least heard it, that lactate is also basically used as an energy source and then broken down further. So let's see. Physiologically, this indicates that improved aerobic capacity, your muscles are more efficient at using oxygen, allowing for prolonged energy production through aerobic metabolism, delaying need for anaerobic energy sources. But then still does the heart rate, the stroke volume would then be the same, or would it Increase or decrease? I don't know. Better lactate clearance. Your body has become more efficient at clearing lactate from the bloodstream, which helps reduce fatigue. Enhanced isn't it called mitochondria? Mitochondrial function. Your cells produce more ATP energy with less lactate by improving the function and number of mitochondria. I assumed it's the energy factories of your cells. Increased muscle endurance. You can sustain higher levels of physical activity with less fatigue because your muscles can work longer before switching to less efficient anaerobic energy production. I don't know if this is related to an increasing, over time, possibly increasing glycogen storage ability, but is what I wanted to state here. In practical terms, this means you can maintain a faster pace at a higher intensity during endurance activities like running or cycling without fatiguing as quickly.